This is one of the best songs in... Well, that smoothly transitioned into Castlevania, can't even lie. That is, to be fair, one of the best songs. Actually, it is the best song. No, it's not. One of the best songs in Castlevania. Bloody Tears, excellent fucking song. Not the best song. I will die on that hill. I will die on the hill that as much as everybody loves Bloody Tears, and Bloody Tears is a great song, do not misunderstand me, Bloody Tears is fucking phenomenal, but Bloody Tears is not the best song in Castlevania. Maybe the most iconic song, not the best song. What up, Mothman, first of all? What up, Admo? What up, Dorian? What up, Tank Mage? Welcome. How y'all doing today? Welcome into the chill vibe stream. I decided I'm not gonna throw myself face first at tank controls today. And we're gonna just enjoy a game, actually. But hold on, I'm just trying to see something real quick. Yeah, so today I was like, you know what? I need chill vibes, I need some relaxation, I need some ease in my life, in my day. So we're just gonna fucking level and hang out in Eorzea and do shit. Cool? Cool. So I figure we'll do the rest of the roulettes I have to do to level Warrior. And then honestly, once the roulettes are done, I might just like go leveling like a Gatherer. But it's gonna be chill, easy vibes today, for sure. That much I am 100% certain of. One second. I considered doing some Fire Emblem stuff, but I didn't. Basically, I do want to do a little bit more Fire Emblem before. Hi, Nico, how you doing? I do want to do some more Fire Emblem shit before Fortune Weaves drop. It's just about finding the proper time to do it. But like, y'all know how I am about Fire Emblem if you know me, so. And if you don't know me, spoiler, I'm a Fire Emblem guy. I'm the Fire Emblem guy. Oh, you know what? So I just have a video up of this person's 31 best SNES soundtracks, which questionable at best on some of the choices on here, but obviously it's all personal shit, so you're allowed to feel how you feel. But shout outs to them. They include probably the single most underrated great soundtrack in all of Fire Emblem, which is the boss battle theme from Mystic Quest. There's a lot of people didn't play Mystic Quest because of everything they heard about it, or tried it and hated it, whatever. The boss theme, unimpeachable. I'm just gonna jump straight to it because it's... Hold on. Did not have to fucking go this hard. Actually, one of my favorite remix tracks is this theme. Yeah, let me... Mystic... Yeah, there's a specific remix. I used it in my, in the actual play that's on this channel. Is this it?
What if you could make a song
This is
using
an ad,
only
hold
your
on.
voice? Let's start with the drums.
It's called A Cappella Girl. This is not it. Here it is. This right here, I used it in the actual play I did. That's on this channel. If you're ever interested in like TTRPGs, things like that, actual plays of them. Though it's in Valor, not in D&D, but it's an actual play I ran this channel called A Tale of Two Lions, which was set in the world of Final Fantasy Tactics 7 years before the start of that game. I used this track for a major boss battle in that AP. Because it's the boss theme, but it's also, I know the guy that owns this place! Like, it's also need glow sticks and a whistle. Like, it's also that energy. And if you're like, well, I'm not sure that this is that boss theme, don't worry. It's about to prove to you that it is. Right here. Come on now. Come on now. This is absolutely, my husband and I saw you from across the bar and we did your vibe. You get me, Dorian. My husband and I, who is his husband. It is the vibe of a gay techno club. But it's Pride, so happy Pride. Speaking of cool boss themes, Mega Man wished Sonic happy birthday. It feels so normal to remember that it's a different company, LMAO. I guess they are canonically friend. Besta, did you not know? Hold on. I'm gonna show you. They had a whole crossover. Yeah, they had the Archie comics. They had a whole crossover event. Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Collide, and then Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite. And by the way, it went like cross-generational. Because I'm pretty sure they had both, like, not pretty sure, I know that there was classic Mega Man and Mega Man X in it. And they fight each other at a point, and then they have to team up against, and there are several, like, Sonic bots that become Wily-fied during the, like, it's a whole thing. Also, I think there's like an implied attraction between Styx and Mega Man X, which, yeah, fucking sure, man. There was no way we were gonna get out of a Mega Man and Sonic crossover without a little bit of weird sexual tension. But 100%, that's a real crossover that happened. It was like, this is, hold on, I will throw it in chat. It is one of my all-time favorite OC remixes. The original track is the boss theme, or battle number 2 from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is the OC remix version of the track. It's called Mystical Mist. It's not my favorite OC remix, to be clear. My favorite OC remix will always be the Impresario, where they took the opera scene from Final Fantasy VI and made an entire actual goddamn 8.5 minute long opera. But it's fucking good. I'm torn because there's a part of me, I'm gonna set this aside because I do want to play this, but another really, really, really top tier OC remix does not get nearly enough traction. Is they took the stage select music from Mega Man 8. I'm gonna play it for you. And then they made it fucking... Here's the original... Great song. Simple, basic, love it. They took that and they made it an entire fucking 80s hit. An entire 80s hit. Tell me you can't picture this playing while you're rolling down the street in a fucking Pontiac Firebird and just people in leg warmers. Roller skating down the boardwalk. This is the type of shit that plays on the way to a gang fight, but the gang fight is a dance battle. Top that. Tangent. I'm currently reading a book on my special interest book on World War I called No Man's Land, about how a bunch of lesbian doctors set up some of the best hospitals for the duration of the war. And it's not just, oh, they were roommates. The author specifically says, normally you can't apply modern labels to the past, but in this case, they were totes lesbians. Fair. ...1980s Denise Austin fitness videos on VH1. Or, what's her name? Oh my god. From Golden Girls. Who genuinely had a workout video. Estelle Getty. Estelle Getty had a workout video. I promise you that's real. I fucking promise you she did. She had a VHS tape, workout like a Richard Simmons, sweating to the oldies. This is my favorite thing with remix. This is the thing that drives me fucking insane about people who want to make AI music. Because all of what you just heard could only be made by a human. Because it feels like it fits the song while being something someone just made up on the spot. There's an understanding of the flow of the song that a machine can't do. Come on! There is an understanding of 80s music that a machine just can't do to get to that. To take an existing song and sample it and make new shit that all feels like it flows as one complete thing. You know what I mean? It's why I'm glad OC Remix has such a strong anti-AI stance. Because, like, you can tell the difference. You can. It's why I was so pissed when that damn Puerto Rico song was going immediately viral. And I was like, guys, this is clearly AI. And you can tell by certain parts of the sound. But someone could make this, and it would be good. You could just make it for real. Now, before we start,
it's the shocking true face of the villainous.
If we're gonna be leveling in 14,
never had a choice, never let the
and during Pride Month, then there's only one way to really enjoy it. There's only one way to get into it properly. You know what I mean? Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood pours inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go! I can't hear this song, though, without hearing Everything Birds. Birds. Because the community fucking sucks while being awesome. I'm way too hot to touch, so just to remember if you try. They really... This is an all-time song within a game that has several all-time songs, I gotta say. Like, SoCan really fucking put his foot in it. Alongside all the other fucking... No, Toby Fox over here doing shit. Just all of it. The whole thing. Wait. No. Where is my games? Where is game? There is game. There is. All right. Okay, also, before I forget, you blasted me with this. What is this? Oh, Angela Lansbury's positive moves. Yeah, but it's Estelle Getty. What was it called? It was Young at Heart, Estelle Getty. Body conditioning. I need to play the beginning because whatever you think this fucking Estelle Getty's Young at Heart is like, you're incorrect.
Congratulations, you figured out how to turn on your VCR. That's the hardest part of this exercise video. After that, I guarantee it's a piece of cake. Hello, I'm Estelle Getty. Between you and me, I wasn't always the fitness goddess you see here today. This positive attitude took work. Throughout this program, I've been making jokes about my age. But one thing that's no joke to me is the importance of exercise for senior citizens. Who wants to look like this? As people grow older, they get smaller. If I got any smaller, you'd mistake me for a peanut. Well, here's a peanut who's determined not to get any smaller.
I'm sorry. Who wants to look like this? Estelle, what the fuck are we doing? We didn't need the visual aid. You could have just said, I don't know anything. The fuck are we
The
doing?
first thing to go is the posture. The next thing to go is everything else. But here's the good news. We can prevent.
But it
any
gets
alleviate
so much
such
better.
things.
It gets so much
We gotta
fucking
keep
better.
doing whatever it is we've been doing, and do it for as long as we can, even if we have to force ourselves. I'll make a long story short. Use it or lose it. I'm going to show you how. And don't start worrying that this is one of those no pain, no gain videos. I hate pain. Come to think of it, who likes pain? But I know what you're thinking. At my age, you don't start to exercise. Wrong.
It was the
When
80s. It
comes
wouldn't
to
have been
physical
normal to
fitness, I'm no
say,
expert,
who wants
but
to
I've
look
tried
like a
it.
body?
Believe me, it works. And it'll do the same for you. Don't yeah but me. If I can do it, you can do it.
Hold on.
My exercise program was created by Raphael Picot, a qualified trainer and owner of a private fitness center in Los Angeles.
Here.
He's very successful. He's also a full-time French hunk. Come on in, Raphael.
You're my inspiration, Estelle.
Oh, please, I could live inside one of your thighs. Raphael has trained a number of senior citizens and used his experience to create this safe and effective workout routine for people just like us.
This exercise program improves muscle strength, flexibility, bone density, and posture. It will also help with balance.
Thanks, Raphael.
Go get them, Tiger.
Oh, if I were only 40 months younger. What was I talking?
Estelle. Estelle, what the fuck are we doing, man? You can't do that. You can't, Estelle, you can't do it. You can't, I don't even know what it was. It seems vaguely like sexual harassment. Regardless, you can't do it, man. You gotta do something else. Gotta do something. I don't know what, but something. Anyways, that's not even the worst workout video I know, though, because Estelle Getty's hilarious, and I would unironically like watch and try the video to see. This is why the Golden Girls was and always will be gay icon shit. Correct. Because even when they were straight, they were still doing it in a way that was very gay. No, the worst one I know is Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg himself had a workout video. Marky Mark of the Funky Bunch. He had one. He had a workout video. So you too could look like Marky Mark. Night Court taught me about trans femmes, but it was Golden Girls taught me about trans mass, and I remember thinking, I could do that? And yet still took 30 fucking more years for me to clue in. Listen, Dorian, what matters is you got there. You know? Yeah, what matters is that you got there. Sometimes, you know, if you want to make an omelet, you got to get there first. You know, sometimes that's what it is. And it's okay. It's fine. One second. Yeah, no, it's, Night Court taught me how funny Phil Larroquette is. I don't know, man. Every time that I get 7 out of 8 clicked in on the duty roulette, and the one who doesn't click in is a DPS, I get irrationally angry. It's like, motherfucker, I know you had to wait longer than anybody else to even have it pop up. Fucking be present, dog. Oh, shit. Old school. Alright. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Okay, I forgot to eat, so... Not in real life, I mean in the game. Ah! We'll go with that one. Okay. Cool. We got this shit. Someone better be on the fucking machine, though, because I don't feel great about it. I'm just saying, it's randos in the Whirl Eater. So it's either people who probably haven't done it in a minute, or it's people who haven't done it at all. And both of them are concerning for different reasons. Oh, but it looks like they're standing in the middle waiting for the chance to turn on... Can someone turn on the fucking converter? Thank you. Leviathan, bam, bam. Here it is. Night Court was another of those shows I probably shouldn't have been watching at the age I was. It's fine. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, Dorian? What, was it gonna make you gay? Leviathan, Leviathan! Bam! Ba-da-ba-bam. Thank you for healing. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right. So we did the trial. We still have to do the high level dungeon and the normal raid, right? I'll do the normal raid. That'll probably pop faster. And then the high level dungeon. And then that'll be it for warrior that'll be it for my normal roulettes for the day. And I theoretically might do like the expert or level cap dungeons to get ahead of my progress for tomestones. I doubt it. Generally what I do is I just run I run the main scenario roulette and the alliance raids roulette each once a day for 4 days. And then damn near every week Chloe gives me at least one line on my book, which will give me 50 tomestones. Each of those gives me 50 tomestones, so by the end, within 4 days, I've got my 450 for the week. Bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, 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 bam. Ba-dam, 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 bam. Let me see what the weapons for warrior look like. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty fucking swank. And that is less so. Not terrible, it just seems very boring. Oh, at some point I gotta go talk to Homeboy in the Shadowbringers area. Because I got a couple more classes where I can get the Shadowbringers weapon, I think. Actually, as long as I'm waiting, let me do that. That is in... the Tempest, I want to say? Down over here? I think? Okay. Oh, I've got... I don't know. At this, the world's end, do we hang on tomorrow? Yeah, I can... get cool looking gear if I want from him, but there's... I don't know that I'm getting all of it. I do know... that fucking guts ass sword. Lionheart, and then the Chang. What? Let me see this one. Ooh, ooh, that's slick living right there. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. In fact, that's not a maybe. I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna go put it in my thingy. Oh, I don't have any of this? Fomalhaut. Everything birds. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything birds. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'll definitely grab that. I'll grab all the tank shit, because I'm literally in the midst of getting all my tanks up to 100 so that I can just have them literally all be good. So, okay, if this pops, then so be it. Otherwise, I will quickly warp to Thanlin. Okay. Which raid are we getting? Okay. Anabasios. Alright. Let's do the damn thing. Fight me, bitch. Your heart's gonna quiver on these nuts, bro. Got him. Oh, shit. Can you please look at me, sir? Oh, shit. Forgot that was his pattern. Been a minute. Fucking forgive me. Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Which one am I getting hit with? Sigils of Discord. Shit!
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
Ha! Eat it, bro. You ain't got shit on me, boss. Oh, I perfectly centered myself that time. Nice. Oh, damn. Well, that was my hubris coming back to get me. Listen, you know what they say. Sometimes, if you want to make an omelet, you gotta fuck up the rotation on a boss you ain't fought in a minute. Sometimes. Oh, nope, I gotta go to the other side. Keep it on me, broskies. Oh. Yep. Nope. Yep. Cool. Of course I'm worthy. Certainly more worthy than you, bro. Damn. We're fine. Everything is so very fucking fine, though. It's like discount fine warehouse up in here. Look, we got him to... You can't make an omelet without, you know, accidentally fucking up a few rotations. That's... My great-great-grandpappy always said that. I don't know why he did, because, like, as far as my knowledge, my great-great-grandpappy ain't never made an omelet, but, you know. C'est la vie, as the old saying goes. All right, am I dark or am I light, bro? Just fucking do it till you're satisfied and light again. I've been in the same circle every time. Homeboy's afraid of having me in the dark. Okay. Divisive ruling. This is run out. Yep. Haha! And then the next one is going to be run in. Shit! Ow. It's fine. You be judged worthy of these nuts. Leave me alone. Bloodwetting! Shit! No! Woo! Dodged it. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Alright. Shit's about to be Dunyan rings, dog. Means it's time. Someone pop that LB2 and let's take this shit home. Oh, I'm not fucking doing this. Shit! Woo-hoo! Woo! Your boy is good! Bring it on. All Dunyan rings. All Dunyan rings. All Dunyan rings. We're here. We're clear. And we're ready for takeoff. And boom goes the motherfucking dynamite. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I'm assuming Broadway, baby, 31. How you doing? Lord knows I don't need any Anabasios shit. But I'll stick around. Give me your player commendations. Oboro Kisaragi, if that's not the fucking most weeb-ass name. Are you a ninja? No, you're a healer. Not one. Not... I main tanked. I didn't die a single fucking time. I didn't get one player comm. Fix! Fix! Stop the steal! Gotta stop all these fucking fake votes going on out here. Cannot believe I just got robbed like that. Alright, go to the glamour dresser. Pop this shit in. Same item's already in it. See, I knew it. We'll store the Chango. Shadowbringer's already... I thought I had it already. Okay, so it was just the Chango that I didn't already have. Alright, whatever. I don't know why he let me get him again then. But whatever. Okay. Cool. Now I just need to do the high-level dungeon. Right? Done, 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 done. Gotta do that one. Yep. Cool. Sweet. I think I'm gonna go to... I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna stay here, because I'm gonna do other shit once I'm done with here. Is there a... There is. That'll save me time. I'm gonna go over there, because that's where I need to be next, basically. Hold on. You bitch. Whatever. Do it when we get back. Okay. Oh, good old Hawk. Oh, hard Hawk Manor. Okay. I ain't done this shit in a hot minute. I have not... I don't even remember who the boss of Hawk Manor Heart is. Christ. We're gonna infuriate twice, just because might as well have my meter built up, but I can just AoE freely without worrying. Sweet. Tiny key. Open the locked door. Who is the boss for Hard Manor? Hard Hawk. Hawk Hard. Hawk Manor and Hard. Hard mode Hawk Manor. This shit. Okay. Cool. Why did the music just shift for regular ass enemies? Cool. Okay. Let's get the whole Wham Bam family involved here. Okay. Cool, let's roll. I don't remember this shit even slightly. Rampart early on. And... Inner Beast. Inner Beast. I mean, it's fine. Like, me not remembering is not a big deal. That just means there wasn't a lot that I had to remember. And the fact that we're fucking clobbering this place is kind of a good hint about that. Come on, come on, come on. Let me get this last hit in. Nice. Okay, cool. Wanted to get the meter back to 100. And fuck with the crystal ball. Okay, woo! Okay, nope. Bring it on, dog. Okay. We're just pulling shit. Okay. I got him. I still got him. What up, Azim? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. Cool. Cool. The sealed door opens. I'm okay hanging it. I get it. I get it. Today was a day where it's like, it's not like I got the worst news, but I did get some not great news to start the day. And I'm gonna be past it. We'll be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, I want to be very clear from jump. This is not a, I am not worried about my life. I'm not worried about my fate, anything. It was just, like I said, not the best. And it was one of those where it's like, you know what? I could hop back into this, that game I was playing that is a little bit frustrating, and maybe it'll be funny for people, but I might get a little tilted sooner than I would like. I would much rather the idea of let me play something chill, something relaxing, something I know I'm gonna enjoy, and just take it easy and return to that game next stream. There's no rush, there's no, you know, it's like no one ends up not making rent because I decided to take another day to play the game, you know what I mean? No one's family has to struggle for generations because I decided that. It's like, you know, no need to put myself through something that's gonna bug me. So, decided not to. We take the healthy approach to things here. Okay. All right, follow me! Yeah, drag faded away for a reason, no rush to bring back. Yeah, listen, I do feel that there is a good game in there. I think once I unlock the other characters, you know, really dig into the multi-character point system, I can find some joy in what is there. Because this was recommended to me by someone who I know, who I've met in real life in person, and not as a joke, but like as an actual, oh, this is a game I really enjoy that no one really knows about. That doesn't mean it's gonna be good or anything, obviously, but I'm saying that, like, there's something about it that hits the right buttons for them. So it's not like this was a game that was recommended to me with the express purpose of bugging me or some stupid shit. You know? So I have to presume there's more to it, and there's gonna be some shit that will bring me some joy. But I'm going to do it on my terms. Cool. I'm good. Halicarnassus, that's right. This is where you show up. This was such a waste of Halicarnassus, though. Fucking justice for Final Fantasy V, man. Okay, the Manor Sentry refuses to die, apparently. Good to know. Now he's dead. Cool. You don't have to scream like that, to be clear. This reminds me of when I played Final Fantasy Record Keeper on mobile back in the day. Because when they first introduced the Final Fantasy XIV levels that were in the story, this was one of the ones you could do, specifically Hawkman or Hard, and people kept struggling and dying with it and asking about it in forums because they didn't know about, like, how to handle the ads in that game either. And it's like, oh, it's not dying yet. And there was, like, a whole way in which you had to do it, and they had no clue. I love Ball X Bit, but after unlocking all the characters and finishing all the levels, I have no desire to go back right now. Correct. You don't have to be in any particular rush. Besides, you got enjoyment out of it already. So, like, it's not like you're not gonna get more. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. I'm gonna die. Shit. Shit. Fuck! Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah. I thought the mechanics are take out the ads. What up, Caracal? It is, but you have to absolutely stop it. Gotcha. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Caracal, I'm gonna be honest. When this popped, because I'm just doing roulette and I'm just leveling for the day, decided for a chill, easy day after Weebsident Evil 2, you know, got me some frustration last stream, and today started with a bit of annoying and frustrating news. When this popped, I'll be honest, I remembered that there was a Hawkman or Hard. I didn't remember what the actual fucking boss was, or any of the mechanics. Like... Okay. Ah, yes, Lady Amandine has to be kept separate, right? Nope, never mind. Oh, we fucked up. We fucked up. Since I ran this one. Okay. All right. Take 3 of a fight that absolutely should not take 3 attempts, but fuck it, we roll. This is how it be sometimes. Sorry, you 100% meant all caps, fam. It's okay. It's frustrating when someone fucks up twice during a roulette. 1 wipe accidental, it's like, okay. 2 wipes in the same roulette. It's like, alright, man. On the same thing, you're allowed to get mad at me. Like, you just are. Sweet. Okay. Now I gotta wait for Lady Amandine to pop. Come on. Cool. There we go. All right, cool. And just for safe measures. Bust a bitch down! Shit. Well, I was seduced by the big giant demon lady. It happens. I think this is the farthest fight in ARR still, if not Tamtara hard. I will say... We did, so I am friends with, as many of you know, because of the pod. I've become good friends with, they go by Amtrak's VA here on Twitch, but Austin Lee Matthews, the voice actor, who has been going through, you know, a Final Fantasy XIV and really enjoying it. We did, what was it? The Coil 9 in Bahamut? Second Coil 4, I want to say. Yeah, where you gotta face, that, like, twisted Bahamut chick. Dog, that was that whole fucking thing was a time. I forgot how hard that shit was. Oh, right, I wanted to... Coils don't count. They're still all different. You're correct. Because the thing is, Austin specifically would like to go and experience the and we literally can, we have multiple people who are friends and are tapped in, so we can easily get full groups of 8. Really, the only thing that, you know, is ever any difficulty would be like alliance raids, but it is what it is. But we can easily get full groups of 8 going to be able to sync and do all the content. But Austin doesn't want to do like the whole, oh, just, you know, we're gonna just like roll in at current levels and just immediately whoop shit. Like, they want to experience the content, which is cool. No judgment, but you know, you know, it does mean, it does mean it's a little bit of a learning curve for some of us to get back to that shit and continue strongly. But we persevere and we survive, and we've made it through, to our credit thus far, by the way. Also, for everybody who's here, in keeping with the whole thing I've been doing of like, of the various, like, okay. In keeping with the various monologues and things I've been doing, I have a whole list of my next batch that's going out. But I wanted to say, if anybody had any suggested, I'm actually joining it only because that shit was not done in 30 minutes. It took days of prog to get it right. Yeah. Yeah, it took us a stream, essentially, to get second Coil 4 timed out properly. We eventually did. I was very proud of us, but it took us pretty much a whole stream for that shit. Just make sure I can get this first shot. Cool. Cool, so I just need to get the almond seeds, which are hidden, but yeah. And then, where's the... Okay, cool, down there. I'm gonna try once through each of these. And then, yeah. Like I said, today's gonna be chill, easygoing vibes. I hope no one minds. I'm basically trying to get all of my... like, do the same thing with... like, my gatherers that I've been doing with my other classes, get them to, like, a base of 50. And this way, it's like, okay, cool, I've got one... It lets me get rid of all my gatherer gear, specifically, that's below 50. Not the crafter gear, but, like, again, I can eventually do that. Before I can do, let me go get the this shit down here taken care of. The goal will be to... I've been trying to get at least one of everything on the gathering list as I've been leveling this. Oh, but I am going to need to get a bunch of ramhorn zucchini for this. How do you get a special ratatouille? Was that done via the quest? Yes. Okay, cool. I assumed, but I just wanted to be sure. I need 20 of them, so... There's a joke in there about, you know, the ramhorn zucchini of it all. But I am classy, and I'm an adult. So I would never make a zucchini joke. Everything birds. I was suffering from biting twin tan in 2013. Well, that just feels cruel, to be fair. Sweet Caroline. Pom, pom, pom. Good times have never been so good. All right. Well, I can ensure a minimum of 4 once I get to 250. And that'll make that easier. And then I'll have the 20 ramhorn zucchini already, which means I'll already be ready for when I hit 40. And from there, it's just like, I want to try and find... They asked to do Savage Instinct you. No. We actually already told them, hey, dog, we're not doing that shit. We'll do the regular content. You gotta be kidding me. Nope. Hold on. Come on. There it is. Fucking 249. Okay. All right. All right. Now from here, it's just continuing through until I get the hidden, what's it called? Almond seeds to pop. And then I can go to lower paths and grab items there until the hidden one pops there. And then I'll be good. The problem with Coils is that it's technically Savage content combined with normal content. The final boss fights, Twintania, Bahamut, were harder than normal. Correct. Yeah. We explained to Austin, like, hey, we're gonna do this alongside you. We're gonna fight with you, and we're gonna figure it out together because you want to, and you're our friend, and we feel capable of doing it. But understand, you are giving yourself a challenge. Ugh. So close. Nice. Nothing? Nothing. I have a level 50 set to swap to because I got it when my minor is currently at 56, but when it hit 50. So that's part of why I'm like, oh, if I can get it to 50, I'll be good. Come on, man. I know that I'm technically being foolish by, like, hunting for hidden items right now, when what I should do is just find the most efficient way to level, or place the level or whatever, and just do that, and then I can come back, and once I hit 55, I think I get the skill that just, like, reveals hidden items in the node. But I am, unfortunately, too much of a completionist. Most efficient place to level, if I remember, is either Diadem or the new space zones. At this level? You mean at the highest levels? I can go to... I don't even know, like, when you can go to the moon and do, like, moon shit? Because I unlocked the moon place where you can do things. Leveling there? Okay. You only need to be level 10 to enter Diadem. Huh. Okay. Well. Probably go try that then. I just want to find fucking almond seeds! Also, now my GP is maxed out, so I should probably use it. Just using it for bumping like that. Thank you! Sweet. Dope! Alright. What am I still missing from here? Midland, basil seeds, and that's it, right? Yes. It's literally, I think, the only thing I'm missing from Botanist thus far. So, Just check. You only be able to enter cosmic exploration. So I knew about being able to enter cosmic exploration. I just didn't know it would be the best thing. Thank you for the resub, Yami. I appreciate you. Okay, well, how do I get to Diadem? Is that in here? In Tuliolal? Wait, I'm already fucking in Bloodshore, dog. What am I doing? I was about to warp. It's right over here. Diadem is the Ishgard one. Got it. Just 20? Yep, cool. Cool. I will see if I can get the one hidden item I don't have, and then I'm heading there and seeing what that's like. Nope, that's Mandrake seeds. I already got those. Come on. One second. Sorry. Buddy of mine, I saw, who I haven't spoken to in a minute, messaged me on Discord, and I was like, but then, like, the message disappeared, and I was like, did you mean to message me? And then it was like, oh, I got hacked, I didn't mean to. But then, you know, they sent some stuff. So then I was just sending a message, checking and making sure they're good, because we haven't spoken in a bit. And it's a good person. In my opinion, very good person. I will say there's something very, very zen. Oh, I need to drink even more because of Yami. I appreciate the hydration call, Yami. No, I will say there's something very zen and relaxing. Hold on, let me fix this. Cool. About crafter leveling, or gatherer leveling, I should say. It's like just running around and pushing buttons. Basically. It's not... I couldn't just sit and do it non-stop for, like, 50 levels. But doing it a couple levels at a time, here and there... It's relaxing. It's nice. That's part of why, you know, I came in today knowing I was gonna want to do this in addition to my roulettes for the day on Warrior, because it's just easy, chill, relaxing. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Okay. Now, I will say something that is truly got. Hey! There it is. Sweet. Now I can go check out that. No, actually, first I gotta go to this other place. Lower paths. And then I'll have all of these done. I need blood current seeds are going to be the hard item to get. Otherwise... Not 35. I need level 40. It's going to be down over here. Okay. Nice. Any upgrades? Nope. Not yet. Well, once I get the blood current seeds, I'll have everything on my gathering log to this level. I'm going to make sure I have at least 250 left after any given usage, so that whenever the blood current seeds pop, I can be guaranteed to be able to get them. Nope. I do not need a level 1 treasure map. At least not right now, because I ain't doing shit with it. I was like, hidden? No. Not what I need. Once again. One thing I will talk about, that I can talk about, because y'all saw the other day I streamed The Adventures of Elliot. I got the code provided to me by Square and 4th Floor. I've been playing it more on my own. What I'm about to say is going to sound like a joke because of the exact words I'm going to use, but I mean it sincerely. The Adventures of Elliot is genuinely the 2D Zelda with the best sense of, like, exploration in the world since the original. I am thoroughly enjoying the shit out of myself playing it, but one of the main reasons why is because, like, every time they give me a new tool to be able to, you know, explore or adventure in different ways, while there is a place I'm supposed to go, the game does not force me to go there, and I can just go explore and do shit. If I had a nickel for every dungeon I found early and just mostly cleared out, if not cleared out before I was supposed to, I'd have multiple nickels. Because I just keep fucking exploring the moment I get any new tool. Because it's fun. The game makes you want to explore. It's built around doing it. Like, it's really... You can tell that Team Asano wanted to make a 2D Zelda game like their childhood. And boy, did they fucking nail it. As someone whose favorite is to this day A Link to the Past, it is scratching a lot of itch for me, let me tell you. There's a very, very real chance that in the wake of everything, like, we get to the end of the year and I end up having far more fun, even if I get both, you know, even if I get the other one. There's a very real chance I end up having far more fun with The Adventures of Elliot than I do with A Link to the Past remake. Like, that's a very real possibility. I think it's funny, but I don't have an issue with it. Like, Team Asano makes good games, man. Octopath Traveler 0, with that, I know it's based on a mobile game. It's also the reason I have so much faith in Final Fantasy Resonance, because Octopath Traveler 0 was the best Octopath game. And full stop. And I believe that to the marrow of my bones. I believe that in the marrow of my bones, that Octopath Traveler 0 is the best Octopath game. And yet you could argue it has some of the worst, as a whole, some of the least strong characters. Because they make a few of them count and connect to each other, and then they focus on the world building, and they fucking kill it with that. Same thing. Elliot has a couple of good characters. Not, you know, not all the characters, but a couple of really good ones. Elliot himself is a really good hero. Like, he's upbeat, he's fun, he's adventurous, he makes you want to root for him, and he has the right attitude for being a hero. But the world is really fun and well built. Hell yeah. Grab that, and then grab the time. Sweet. Alright, dope. Well, okay. Gonna grab these two because I'm here and they're right nearby, and then I'm gonna warp to Ishgard. And then we'll figure out this diadem shit. Might not be wise because I'm already this close to level 40, but... Sweet. Actually, yeah, I'm going to finish getting, because I'm less than a level and a half away. I'm gonna get myself up to level 40, run the level 40 quest, and then I'll go to Diadem. Because, like, we're this close, you know what I mean? When I do, I'll pop one of these survival manuals. Okay. Sweet. Come on. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Boo-boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. Also, I realize one thing that's very funny about Adventures of Elliot is you get different bonuses if you have save data from other Team Asano games that you could transfer in. And I have all but one bonus. And there's a part of me that stopped for a second and was like, maybe I'll get the last game just to have all of the bonuses in this game. But no. Because the last game, which I forgot was a Team Asano game, was Various Day Life. And first of all, I have heard some things about Various Day Life. About it being just a monumentally mid game, honestly. Like, not even terrible, just mid. But the main thing is, Various Day Life is the single most Square Enix title ever, and I refuse to get it for that exact reason. It is the most Square Enix ass title. It's just words, man. It's just words for words' sake. It is somehow worse than Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Which is, by the way, 179 days. Just for anybody who doesn't want to do the math. Sweet. Get back my experience bonus, but also with a gathering boast. No! Oh, Spirit Bond complete. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. That being said, the other thing I was getting to is, so I've been greatly enjoying Adventure of Elliot. I advise anybody who is considering it, on the fence, anything along those lines, go ahead and pick it up. If you like 2D Zeldas at all, if you like that variety of game, if you liked Alundra, anything like that, pick it up. It's worth your time, it's worth your effort, it's worth your energy. But outside of that, I was thinking like of what's still coming out this year that I am for sure hype about or into. Final Fantasy Resonance for sure. And then outside of that, there's a lot of like, you know what's actually genuinely one of my big excitement points? Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. Oh, I mean, obviously Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave as well. I was thinking further into the year. Speaking of further into the year, in this case, November, can we talk about how Grand Theft Auto 6 is releasing... The fact it's releasing for $80, I'm not surprised. Even slightly. It's the fact that it's releasing a physical version for $80 that doesn't have a disc. You can go to the store and buy a physical copy of GTA 6 for 80 American dollars, and it's just going to be a box with a download code. Now, here's the thing. I do need to be clear. I'm actually not that shocked about it. Okay? I accidentally sorted my shit, and I didn't mean to. I'm not that shocked about it because, like, guys, I think the most you can fit on a disc, on a Blu-ray, essentially, is what, 100 gigs? To me, that seems like some fuck-ass shit. It is. It is. So, here's the thing. I think the most you can fit on a disc, on a Blu-ray, is 100 gigs. I may be wrong, but it's something like that. The point being, though, is my guess is that the whole game can't fit on one disc. And here's the thing. I'm not upset that the whole game can't fit on one disc. Just put out multiple discs, dog. Now, I can tell you, being honest, I know exactly why they couldn't do it. Putting it, it was not... They could have put it on multiple discs. Multiple discs would have meant more physical product shipping, and you know what that actually would have been? You know what the actual source of why I guarantee they refused to even consider it? Tariffs. That because of the tariffs and the cost to get those discs and, you know, print and ship multiple discs and everything, that was why. So, it is what it is. Here's the thing. They're coming, like, and the thing is, there's both a standard physical edition and what, like, a definitive physical edition that's going to be $100. And again, it's just going to be a download code. Dog, at that point, don't sell a physical version. Obviously, I think you should sell a physical version, and I think it should have a fucking disc in the case. For games preservation purposes. But, like, if that's what you're gonna do, just don't sell a physical version. Just... I was not interested in GTA 6, but the news about the physical... It is disappointing. Look, even if the disc is just the installer file or something... Correct. Correct. That's the point. Like, you could have had part of the game on the disc and then been like, okay, there is a day one patch that needs download. Something. You had options to have something. Now, do I agree with that? Do I like that? No. but it still would have been better than a box with a download code in it. You know what else you could put in the box that is that feels exactly as good as opening up your $80 case and finding a download code? Just a picture of a middle finger. That would feel exactly as good. I wonder if FF7 Revelations and other games will go the same path due to Monty and Chan. Will other games do it? Yes. Will FF7 Revelation do it? No. There is not a part of me that feels like Square, for the final chapter in literally what one could argue is their magnum opus as a company, that they would just have it be a box with a download code. They wouldn't. They would spare the expense. They would make it $80 or whatever in order to justify it. They would spare the expense. There is a 0% chance that for the culmination of fucking 30 years of work for this company, damn near, by the time it comes out, that's what they do. Zero chance. There's too much blood, sweat, and tears and love in this project. Like, I understand there is the corporate aspect of it, and I get it, and I'm not trying to sit here and be so foolish as to think like the C-suite doesn't have say over these things at the end of the day. They obviously do. They obviously are the reason for several of the issues we've run into to this point. But there comes a point where they stop and they go, hey, there's more here, and we kind of need to acknowledge the more here. That is also true. Revelation's gonna be huge. The major difference, Revelation's not gonna have to contend with all the multiplayer shit that's gonna go into GTA 6. The multiplayer end of things, Caracal. They're creating, imagine basically creating, you know, the biggest world imaginable, but also we need to add in all the shit that allows multiple people to be in there, and a whole second instancing and all of it. They said it isn't gonna ship with multiplayer, and it's still that big. Okay, that I didn't know. I knew it wasn't, I thought it was gonna be like a framework drop situation. Hey! I do have to change those, but first things first, I'm the realist. We repair our shit, do the quest, and then I'll head over to the diadem. Sweet. Most people won't be doing multiplayer if they can't afford good clothes, skins, and such. It used to be somewhat more accessible, now the price is higher. Like, how many kids just had GTA because it's all they could afford? Oh, I actually don't know that I agree with that, Besta. I'm not vehemently disagreeing, but like, the bottom line, there's going to be plenty of folks who are online with that, whether or not they spend extra money on it for GTA, just because of the, what's it called? Just because of how big. Think about like the RP scene and shit. There's going to be so many people who are going to port their RP from 5 over to 6. Like, there is a massive contingent of people who are playing who are not doing it necessarily for the gameplay of it. It has grown its own world. It is, unironically, at this point, GTA 6, like GTA Online, is on some Second Life shit. Like, I don't have a better way to put it, man. I wonder if it will be as moddable. At first, no, but people will make it their life's mission. I'm skipping through the story on this one. I have seen it on my own already. And like I said, this is a chill vibe situation. I do not care about that shit. Cool. Sweet. Okay, I need to sell a bunch of stuff. You can basically just sell all of these real quick and call it a day. You can sell the rocks and shit too, but... Now you got a point. I was speaking about... No. Here's the thing. There will be some people who will avoid going to online at first for that reason. You're not wrong about that. And the cost of the game being a part of why. Because there's a number of people who have spent money on GTA because of the fact that they got it for free or got it for so incredibly cheap or what have you, especially in recent years. I'm just saying that, like, the market for the game is still going to be sizable. The market for the online, I should say, is still going to be sizable because of all of the added shit that people have gone into with it. You know what I mean? Sweet. Alright. Let's go to Calculus. What's your deal? Sorry, that stuck me in my eye. 1 second. Oh, I have to go to the firmament. That's right. Oh, wait. Dismissed it. Travel to the firmament. Oh shit! It's a party. I wonder if people are going to switch over quickly. Like, will a lot of people stay on 5? Oh, plenty of people will stay on 5. That's one thing I will say. The release of GTA 6 will absolutely not stop the strength and the continuance of GTA 5. During the Skyrise celebration, various diverting games known as Fates are held at regular venture. Okay. 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 Collectible blazer. Cool. For each level of fortune, there are 4 hexagons. Meanwhile, you cannot win first prize, neither is there the danger of finding a griffin. 3 chests can hold any of the 4 prizes. Okay, well, we're gonna no whammies, and go for the big prize, obviously. Obviously. Come on now. What do you fucking take me for? A fool? A simp? A simp fool? A simple fool. Sorry, you got there talking to Arvale after... You get there after talking to Arvale after talking to all the... Yeah. Yeah, I know what's going on with these because I've gotten, you know, the moon shit unlocked and all that. Etheromatic Auger. Sweet. Yeah, the long and short of it is... Oh, come on. Sweet. And this is... like I said, the long and short of it is there will certainly be people who are not going to move quite over. When are people gonna, like some of these sequels, people are starting to ask, but what's different? Like with Overwatch 2, though that had well, Overwatch 2, yeah, like I said, had other issues. There's definitely going to be a difference. People forget that GTA is a story game first and foremost. The online stuff just became its own massive thing. Correct. And I do want to be clear. I do want to be clear. Like, GTA 6 will very likely be mechanically better, and that's going to matter. But there are going to be some people who want specific things from 5. It's the exact same to a degree, though not perfectly the same. Well, let me rephrase. It's not the exact same, but it's similar to people who have strong beliefs on The Sims. That there is a thriving Sims community behind The Sims 4 and everything it's doing. There's also a thriving Sims community that still plays The Sims 3. There's still a thriving Sims community that plays The Sims 2 because they're adamant that it's the best version, right? So it's the same thing here. There are going to be people who are going to, like, are going to adamantly believe GTA 6 is the greatest game ever made. There are also going to be people who are going to believe GTA 6 is a pox on gaming, and the idea of swapping from 5 to 6 is akin to heresy. And then a lot of the majority of people are just going to be somewhere in between those two. Like, you know, there's going to be a lot of, but no, there's certainly going to be a number of people who are going to refuse to switch because of any number of different reasons. Okay? Like, be people who do want to switch because of everything they've been waiting for, people who don't want to switch. Like, at the end of the day, there's not really going to be a right or wrong answer, to be clear. That's the thing about it. And the only thing I can think, Caracal, as far as why it has to be 300 gigs, is that take every stupid, over-the-top, unnecessary level of big and detailed that Rockstar has added to any of their other games and multiply that over because they knew GTA 6 was going to be the biggest release ever. And that's what's going to be in there. Like, the systems they used that made it so that horses in Red Dead Redemption have actual dangling balls and like shit at the proper time. You know, the amount of dialogue all over the place and actively existing people in absolutely the biggest world they've made yet. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's like... And here's the thing. It's become a self-fulfilling prophecy at that. Like, it's absolutely become a self-fulfilling prophecy because nobody wants to compete with GTA 6, so nobody is releasing in November. So now GTA 6 is guaranteed to get all the sales. Like, they're gonna get all the sales because they're not gonna have competition. It's gonna be a one-man show for a month. Pause. Are you in the fucking... Yeah. I was like, are you in the fucking Warrior of Lights armor right now? Dope. Yeah, no. Whatever sales number you think GTA 6... Like, GTA 6 is going to do massive multi-million sales. I will say there are people, believe it or not though, there are people who are going to overestimate what it's going to sell. Because they are absolutely... There are people who genuinely think that it's going to sell like... It's going to be like an Animal Crossing New Horizons situation. And sell 20 million copies or some shit. And it does need to be mentioned that the problem is, one, it's not COVID times, and two, everyone is more broke. Those two factors very fucking much matter. Fine. I'll toss that experience on Warrior, because that's what I've been leveling. It's not much, but it'll be something. Oh, I'm not doing this one. Okay. But would I be shocked if a week or so after it dropped, you know, we find out that it sold 8 million units? 10 million units? No. I wouldn't be shocked at all. That just kind of sounds like... Sweet. The diadem unlocked. Okay, how do I... How do I go to the DM? Do I talk to you? Oh, good. Hello. Duty ready botanist. That is something else to say. I mean, they can always botch their own release like Valve botched the release of the Steam bot. Dog, I don't even want to... Here's my problem with the Steam machine, right? And I brought this up already, but it is how I feel. I would like to set a fair, underlying, honest expectation. Because this part does need to be acknowledged. Hold on one second. Okay. This part does need to be... Hold on. Alright, cool. So, on the one hand, I do want to be very clear and very honest. The Steam machine is going to not just sell, but sell out. It just is. That is a fact. Okay, that is a fact. It's not just going to sell, it's going to sell out. Like... Valve is too successful of a company for it to not sell out. I'm gonna ignore you for now. Just gonna go exploring first. Wait, why can't I? It's because I'm not close enough? Is that the problem? Nope. Okay. Alright, I'll figure this place out eventually. Don't worry. But until I do, it's gonna sell out, like I said. That is not even up for debate. Here's the problem. No, because here's the thing, Carrickle, I want to be very clear. I know multiple people who are already considering buying it. The problem is... The Steam machine had an opportunity to be something very cool. And because of the price point, it cannot be that. And so it is going to be a very, very specific market. Which is, the Steam machine had the opportunity to be a situation where someone who is not necessarily a computer gamer who finds getting into computer gaming to be a bit imperceptible, to be a bit difficult, what have you, can get into it with a simple, easy-to-go machine, or easy-to-use machine that you plug in and play. That it just works out the box. It will not be the best specs. It will not give you the absolute best experience, but it will give you a good enough experience, and it would work effectively. And for people who are traditionally console gamers, would show them what PC games can be. It's going to sell out. I'm going to tell you that right now, and I don't want you to be shocked when it sells out. The thing is, who is it going to be sold out to? People who have money, who are already PC gamers, and want a simple, easy-to-go solution for a living room PC that they can use for gaming and things like that. That don't have to think about it, that don't have to put in effort and energy, don't have to put in the time for looking up parts for a proper build, this, that, or the other. Which means you're no longer talking about expanding your games market, you are specifically just talking about a device, and that's all it's good for. You could have brought in new people, essentially. Okay. Okay. So the thing about this is, I guess if I just, I'll do this, and then the goal is like to, that's it? Really? I figured because it's a level 60 item, like I get some massive amount of shit. How much do I get for this? The same amount. Well, less, but like a lot still. All right, cool. We're gonna go with this. Anyways, the point is, this could have been. So, in other words, what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna end up selling this thing pretty much exclusively to people who already have PCs, who are already PC gamers, who are just using their existing Steam accounts and Steam games. They're not buying new games. They already had games. And the thing is, that's fine. Doesn't mean the product's gonna be a bust. It means you're missing out on what could have been. You're missing out on what could have been an opportunity to expand your market in terms of who is buying the game. But you can't because you're here. Like, the best way I can explain it is, it would be like, it's like what Sony did with the PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal sold well as far as a unit, believe it or not. For a time, it was basically impossible to get your hands on those motherfuckers. But the PlayStation Portal did not expand Sony's foothold. People weren't buying PlayStation Portals as a portable device because it wouldn't work. Like, because just definitionally, you've done fucked up. Because the PlayStation Portal, I didn't mean to click that one, but it's fine. Because the PlayStation Portal essentially requires that you be a PlayStation owner to effectively use it. So at that point, what the fuck are we doing? You're not increasing the sale of your software, you're building hardware just for the purpose to sell it. And it's like, okay, will Steam went out of their way to point out that they're not selling it as a loss leader? Yeah, but they're not selling it to where they make mass money on scale either. If you don't want to sell it as a loss leader, fine. But then you're also not selling it as like an actual, like, business metric product. So what the fuck are we doing? You're just selling it just to sell it. If Gabe Newell's greedy ass would have ate the cost, at least for the first couple of years, they would have fucking dumped. Correct! Correct. That's if they had sold this thing, and from what I understand, again, tariffs once again get to play a fun part of this game, because from what I understand, they were originally trying to target that $750-ish mark, which would have still been a premium situation. But if you would have sold it for $750, you could have justified it as, while it's more expensive than a PS5, it's going to be vaguely in the same hemisphere in terms of the output. Obviously, the PS5 we already know is slightly better, but it's going to be vaguely in the same hemisphere as terms of the output. But you'll be able to get games via Steam, which means you'll often be able to get them not just cheaper, but much cheaper. And you'll be able to get games that are very much cross-platform. You'll be able to get and play experiences that you just cannot get on a console. Okay? Like, they would have had a pitch. Wouldn't have been for everybody, but they would have had a pitch. Instead, we've got this. Instead, we've got an overpriced thing that's only going to be bought and owned by the most enthusiast of enthusiasts. So, like I said, I have no doubt in my mind it's going to sell. I want to be clear. Like, You can argue it shouldn't sell because of the pure, unabashed greed of it all. And I won't disagree with you, but whether or not I think it should sell, I am 99% confident. I'm about as confident as I can be without putting money on it that it's going to sell out. I also don't think there's going to be that many units. I don't think there's going to be, because they're all one. The other thing that they were talking about was we don't have the production capabilities to make these to scale the same way to compete with PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. Which, again, fine. But then why are you doing it? I think it's ultimately the question I keep coming back to. Why are you doing it? If you don't have the capabilities to do it, why the fuck are you doing it? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but Valve, you have a device that expands your potential game sales market that is doing really well. Just go all in on the Steam Deck, dog. That's the thing. That's what confuses me the most about it. Is they literally could just go all in on the Steam Deck instead. I have a biological imperative. I need to. I didn't catch these spots when I was going through. I need to clear out the map to feel good at all. Just please, buff me through it. Do you have the Steam Deck? The Steam Deck is the perfect option, actually, to go all in on versus the Steam Machine, because you can absolutely get people to support you and buy into your thing on something you have already seen is successful, but there are people who are willing to buy a Steam Deck who aren't. I'll tell you right now, I am not a PC gamer for most things. I understand I'm actively playing on PC. I do not gravitate mainly towards PC for games because there is a thing for me mentally where when I'm sitting at my PC, it feels like work. It feels like I'm sitting down to go to work. So there's specific games where my brain can break through that. MMOs, for whatever reason, break through. 4E games tend to break through if I'm playing Civilization or something like that. But if I feel like a game is meant to be played with a controller, I generally want to play it on my TV or in a handheld form. It's very specific, but I know I'm not the only one. I was considering a Steam Deck. Now, obviously, my issues now are, money and the costs going up and everything. But I was very much considering a Steam Deck because a Steam Deck makes sense for me because it allows me to get into the steam of it all and experience different games I otherwise wouldn't experience while playing in a form factor that works for me. They could have gone all in with that. They could have made a Steam Deck Pro instead of the Steam Machine that's got even higher end stats and comes with a built-in dock a la the Switch. And have it natively connect to the Steam controller and blah, blah, blah. They could have done that instead, but have it be focused on being the handheld thing, and that's how you go with it. Instead, you're releasing a subpar product for too much money, and it's going to sell because, of course it's going to sell because it's a Valve product, but it doesn't do anything new for them anymore. It doesn't benefit their market share. It doesn't bring them new customers who were not already a part of the Steam ecosystem. It just kind of exists. And it's okay to just exist, but I want you to be honest about what you are at that point. And last one. We'll have this whole place set up. Sweet. Did I not get any experience for that? Well, that's bullshit. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't... I mean this in the... simultaneously in the nicest and the most disrespectful way I can say it. Valve really Nintendo'd with this one. They really made a decision where all I can think is like, you could have done something great. And you could have done something new that would have actually, like, materially changed the market. And you just didn't. And it's okay. Like... it is what it is. But let's be honest about what it is. What it is a really foolish choice. Nice! Oh, shit. I guess the advantage the diadem has versus anything else is that consistent 100% pull for, you know, level appropriate experience makes it very easy. Also, the fact that it's a 5-item thing. And also the fact that you can break up everything else with fucking laser cannoning various enemies. That is a very good sales pitch. I mean, I also think certain games should be played with a controller, as I grew up a console gamer. Which is why I use a controller for every game I play except this one. I think they're offering an underwhelming, lackluster machine, and with the cost of it, I think they're going to suffer greatly for it. Listen, I wish they would suffer, to be honest with you. Saying they Nintendo themselves is a great description, because they did some Nintendo-ass shit but don't have Nintendo levels of fandom. The thing is, it's one of those things where I look and I'm like, why did you make this choice? How did you arrive at this being the best option? Like, I need to know. I need you to tell me who in the office said this is the way to go. And also why they haven't been fired yet. I need you to let me know. Because this don't make no sense. But the thing is, I wish that they would see a falling off or something about it. I have zero faith or belief that they will, unfortunately. I think Valve is gonna see it sell. I think they're going to have a modest amount of product. They're gonna sell out of the modest amount of product, and they're gonna look at that as a rousing success. And not see a need to do better. And ultimately, as a result, it's only ever going to be this middling Valve product that's it's just kind of a thing. And it's just never going to become greater than what it could be. It's like when Disney Plus came out and everyone was trying to follow them, like Paramount Plus being like, this is the only place you can get Star Trek now. Like, do you think people like Star Trek enough to warrant joining another subscription? Exactly. Exactly. Like, all you're doing when you do that, Paramount, is driving people to their own, to like find other streaming services. Wink, wink. Ask me how I know. And also, if anyone out there is interested in a streaming service that is not one of the major streaming services and where you can get both live TV and pre-recorded full series shows and movies and things like that for a mere $160 for the entire year, let me know. Again, just hypothetically speaking, of course. Guess what, dog? You're dead. Sweet. The problem is, here's the funny thing about it, Caracal. There are people out there, actually, who do love Star Trek enough to sign up for another subscription service purely because of Star Trek. But what Paramount Plus misses, and this is ultimately the same conversation, is the install base of people like that is way fucking smaller than you think. It's the same as the install base of people who really thoroughly enjoy, like, the idea of a ready-made, ready-to-go handheld PC, or I mean, a living room PC that just plug and plays to play their Steam games and all that they don't have to put any effort in. Yeah, there is certainly an install base for that. No questions asked. It's not as big as you think. And if you rely on... Because like I said, I think they'll have a modest, because of tariffs, because of everything, they'll have a modest rollout at first, and it's going to sell gangbusters. And then they're going to try and do more. And then it's going to be like, oh, actually, this probably isn't the as effective as you think it is as a strategy, boss. What the fuck? Am I stupid? You know what makes me think people are going to be fucking pissed at the Steam machine not being able to fit GTA 6 on it? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Or just because of the... What's it called? Because of the software versus how much, space available. Just barely being able to fit GTA 6. And that's it. Which would be the funniest possible reality. If you can fit, like, GTA 6 and then, like, one indie game. Like Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Be the funniest shit in the world. I'm missing something somewhere. I feel like. I got a lot of logs, and I feel like I don't see any of the logs. Oh, there it is. Bam. Here's where they went. Okay, cool. I just wanted confirmation. Eat it, motherfucker! Sweet. Can I stack this on top of the food already? Sure can. Don't know why I wasn't doing this, but, well, I know why I wasn't doing this before. It's because I was like, well, I don't want to, you know, waste them, but... Yeah, that should have been what I've been doing from the beginning. My fault. My fault. Sorry, guys. That's my issue. That's a me thing. I done fucked up. Done fucked up the beans. I will say, I got literally the funniest, in my opinion, YouTube comment I've ever gotten that I'm pretty sure was intended to be an insult by a guy being an asshole, but ended up being weirdly supportive and wholesome. I don't remember if I dropped it in the Discord when I saw it, but I was laughing about it. The TLDR is... This was in response to my... to when I did the Kratos speech. The Kratos talking to his younger self. I'm laughing thinking about it all over again. Someone's comment was, and I quote, on YouTube, I want to say something negative, but for whatever reason, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Strange. Buddy, I don't know how to tell you. I think the reason is you feel empathy, which may be a new emotion that you're experiencing in real time. But also, that, like, it means that I made you feel emotion listening to the speech. That's a compliment, to be clear. Thank you? Question mark? You probably also need to speak to someone about the fact that that's how you interpret emotions. All that to say, if anybody has any other speeches that you would like me to do as I continue my monologues, that will hopefully make other people feel emotions, feel free to let me know. Some of the night I can actually let folks who are in here know early. Some of the next ones I have planned include 2 from Andor. 2 more from Andor, I should say, since I already did Senator Mon Mothma's speech. One is Kino Loy speaking to the inmates in the facility during the breakout. And then the other is Karis Nemec's manifesto. I'm going to do Joseph Gordon-Levitt's speech to Christian Bale, where he basically reveals he knows he's Batman. I'm going to do Jaime Lannister's monologue of accepting, like, when he finally describes what it's like to be called the Kingslayer and why he had to be the Kingslayer, and when he actually did the deed for the Mad King Aegon. but then claiming his name. And I'm also going to do Ron Perlman, the intro to Fallout 3. War. War never changes. And then I'm looking into some Warhammer 40k shit. Because there's some good ones in Warhammer 40k. I was going to drop Karlach after killing Gortash, but that one would be a massive, massive stretch. Otherwise, Admiral Hackett's pep talk to Shepard right before they go to deal with the Reapers once and for all in ME3. Oh, no. So why would Karlach be a stretch? Because I know Sam, and I'm friends with Sam? So? Who gives a shit? I'm not... It would be a different take on it. I'm not trying to replace them at all. I'm fine doing speeches with people I know. If it's because it's a female, whatever. Who gives a shit? It's because it's ultra emotional. Okay, that's fine. You gotta understand, with these speeches need to have... Like, the monologues I'm delivering all need to have a different tenor. Some of them I'm using different... some of them I'm using different... what's it called? Different, accents. Different... I'm using different vocal tones. Like, I'm trying to show a whole range. So, having some where I'm just fucking losing it, lost in emotion, not a bad idea at all. Like, TBH, if it was longer, one that I would do is the John Proctor in The Crucible, Because It Is My Name. Alright, cool. I am almost to 45. And I'm going to leave now because at 45 I need to go get 20 mistletoe. But I'm going to head to the starting area first. Oh, well, heck, then go for it. That might actually be a good suggestion. Listen, I'm absolutely going to consider it. I'll throw it down. The way I figure it, like, the more different ideas and takes and things I can do, the better. And it might be cool, like, you know, to dive into the mindset of, like, Karlach and deliver it as someone mask presenting also. I think that would allow for some incredibly cool characterization, personally speaking. By the way, Cyberpunk 2077 is 85 gigs on my hard drive, and F15 Royal Edition is 127 gigs. GTA 5, yep. It's going to be 1.5 times. Sure. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay. We'll clear these out shortly. The whole point is... cool. How do I submit them? Over at the script exchange? Right? Oh no. Where's the mounts? Where's the mounts? Okay. I need a lot more for those, but no. I hope they go back to having actual DLC like GTA 4. I don't know how much I believe that will happen, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think they're gonna do it that way. I think they'll have just, like, missions that drop now and again, kind of thing. Okay. What do I do with these? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go get the mistletoe first and foremost. Brendan Sorsby about to get clowned like he was the Drake of foot. Oh, dog. Don't even get me fucking started on that dude. Like, fucking hell. Every time I see more about him, I'm just like, well, well, well. If it ended in the consequences of my own fucking actions. But how was I to know that there would be consequences? I'm just gonna sell this shit. It's unique and untradeable. Yeah. Can always get more if I need it. Like, this didn't exactly take long. But. Like, dude really is like, he's shocked that when he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just deploy this option to allow me to have my own personal draft. He's really shocked that the NFL said, and hear us out. No, kid. In fact, fuck no. What are we talking about? I'm not gonna worry about the Dart Frog right now. I'm gonna go get the shit in White Brim. I don't know if you're, but the NFL canceled his supplemental draft application. He's probably gonna sue the NFL. Correct. I really do just absolutely love the supplemental draft application part of it, though. Like, he really said, "Oh, what's this? I'm not gonna be able to play because I broke the rules and bet." Okay, cool. That's fine. So I'm just going to have you guys make a draft that is just me. We cool? Nah, dog. No, we not cool. What the fuck are you talking about? And I understand the supplemental draft has been a thing. It is, the machinery already existed. I get all that. I also get that it's really fucking stupid that we're here now, man. I've been hearing that he's going to sue on behalf of the NFLPA, and he's not... Exactly. Exactly. You know what's my honest take when I see some of this shit going on? That these people, some of these kids, I'm gonna be the old man shaking his hand at the clouds here. Some of the fucking kids these days don't know how good they got it kind of shit, right? But more specifically, Brandon Sorsby should be really fucking thankful that he did not both simultaneously, A, choose to play basketball, and B, come up during the era of Commissioner David Stern. Because if David Stern was the one who was overseeing a fucking request for a special draft that would allow just him to come in after he already was booted because of, like, illegal gambling, David Stern would have held a press conference just to make fun of this kid publicly. He would have literally been like, oh, poor little baby, you gonna cry? You gonna cry, little baby? Poor baby? What about Commissioner Gordon, though? Listen. Or fucking Commissioner Tagliabue. He's lucky that Goodell is there right now, and all he did was say, yeah, no. Appreciate you, AJ. Like, I can... Good. When I saw the thing where they're like, yeah, he's submitting for the supplemental draft, I was like... What? I was in shock. I was like, wait, pause. This kid really has the audacity to do that? He really does? Like, for real? For real, for real? On purpose? He really got that level of audacity? Call that motherfucker an audio engineer? The way he got the audacity? Like, what are we talking about? Half the reason I got into this, I've been wanting to play a male Viera since Tactics Advance. Dog. You and me both, brother. Although, I will be honest. If they ever brought the evolution races to this game, I might throw a Fantasia down so that I could be a Banga. But Gamnon ain't got shit on me. Wait, what? That's actually part of why I love the augmented Wrath Grinder as my warrior weapon, and I keep it around for a bit because it reminds me of Begamnon's like saw blade from 12. It's just that, but motorized. Like motorized differently, I should say. And I always loved Begamnon's blade. Or Begamnon's battle axe, I should say. Thought it looked so fucking cool. Is it efficient? God, no. Wildly inefficient, actually, if we can be honest. But it looks cool. Which is how I describe a number of, like, fantasy weapons, to be fair. I like how Sid in Tactics Advance 2 was Hume, but had Banga classes. I always wanted them to do more with that. Correct. Well, he also had, he also got the Judge Master shit going on. So... Sweet. Now I just need to get to 50, and then it really goes off because I already have the level 50 generic gear. 3 spruce logs. I'm gonna find those. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, I know what I gotta do. They may have to add more races after people saw how horny they got for Bakul Jaja. Monologue suggestion, Gears of War 2 intro. I had not considered that. I will consider that. That is a good suggestion. Thank you, Dorian. Let me write that down before I forget, actually. Thank you for that. I may just try and buy the spruce logs, dog. Is there anywhere we know it's in... where it's in Corythus? Okay, let's head to Dragon Head and go from there. This is a starting point. Oh, 5. Pause. Does mean level 5 tree. Oh, suck my dick. It's a renegade version of the Paragon War never changes speech, in my honest opinion. Okay, that works. That absolutely works as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Yeah, okay. This may be a thing where I just need to make life easy and just go back to D&M and level, and then just buy the spruce logs. If that's how it's gonna be. Now, the whole thing is like you got to use it at certain times on certain days and all that. I'm not doing all that right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna level the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, actually, we got to 46. I'll get to 50 on my own. But yeah, today the whole point was just kind of hanging out, chilling, having a good time, chill vibes, relaxation, you know, no real necessities. Here is my current actual plan. Tomorrow I'm going to be working all day, driving and doing stuff, so we'll see how it goes from there. Friday, I will likely return. So Friday, I will return with more gaming. I think Friday I'll return with Trag. Should be fine. Friday I'll return with Trag. We will continue with that, and we will see how it goes from there. And I will make sure everything is set up on the file so that we can hop in and do the whole thing. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Until next time, I'll catch you later, fam. All right.